Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we just finished defending ourselves against the Pope and his cronies. They were kind of pathetic, actually. They should have been able to win that, but they definitely did not. There's a number of things that we can do here, and actually, what do we have for traits again? We're reclusive and shy, so we should not host a feast. We're not going to do that, and instead we are going to need to deal with this dangerous faction. So this is an independence faction. Can we deal with this guy? The answer is yes, we can, and he is 14% of the faction military power, but I kind of want to see how this recalculates, because our numbers have gone up dramatically. Oh, there's some ransoms there. Yeah, we should actually definitely ransom. There we go. Fantastic. Now, did we finish up that last location before the before the crusade happened? No, we did not. Let's get that started. Fantastic. And we are going to check in here. Okay. So they're still at 98%. Okay, they're at 85%. And the threshold went to 70. So if we get this guy out of here, that's not going to 100% solve the problem. But it is going to be a big, big boon for us. Now, we don't really have anything that we can do there. Okay. We do have a lifestyle perk that we can take here. And Fearful Troops would not be terrible. That'll save us a little bit of money. However, maybe we let these guys fire. Interesting. I'm considering letting these guys fire. And then just going after them. This guy only has 4,600 troops. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty manageable thing. So we'll let this one fire, and we'll deal with them the old-fashioned way. Sounds good to me. So that is, of course, a deliberate decision. We're going to grant this guy out, and we're also going to grant this guy out. Fantastic. So that will get rid of our small malice that we had. Excellent. They're down to 78% at this point. We can extort our subjects, though, and so we shall. Now, where are my loyal subjects? 20 dread. Sounds good. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we should also create a few titles. Now, we're going to create the Duchy of Chudia. Actually, should we? We should really be banking right now. We're going to bank our cash. If we need mercs, we can always use them. But the reason that I'm not doing this is because we're already living legend, and I'd kind of prefer this to be a next life sort of thing to create these titles to boost up our diplomatic reputation, our level of fame rather quickly. We are about to get battlements in 11 months, and that's another good reason to bank cash. Okay, so, yep, this guy's demanding, and we are going to immediately drop our troops here. And we're going to raise our men-at-arms, and we're going to raise some levy troops. Now, we're just buying time. We're not accepting this. Oh, we can't tick forward. Never mind, we're not doing that. That's not a thing. I will not be threatened. Okay, so they're going to do that. And that's fine. I should have raised these sooner. That is definitely a thing that should have happened. Wait a second. This is a different leader. We're going to stop gathering over here. And we can't actually put them down, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to raise them up over here where this war leader is. That's very awkward that the leader changed on us. And we can't raise here. We can raise here. Okay, men-at-arms will be there in 23 days. That's not bad. As far as these guys up here go, they can just kind of chill. Like, this will be fine. And they'll just disband. Okay. So our troops are raising up over here. Our men-at-arms will be done in just a week here. Excellent. And we're going to raise up like 5,000 in terms of our levy troops, I think. We've got 3,000 right now. There's 4,000 and almost 5,000. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to just split these guys off. Something like this. There we go. And then we're going to select all of these except for this group. So we're going to shift-click it to deselect, group these guys together, and they're going to come down over this way and try to intercept this force while we're raising a few more in the back line. That's the idea here. Okay, so they are heading up over this direction. We'll see if we can cut them off. Although we're moving kind of slowly. But they stopped there very briefly. We're going to keep pursuing. However, we are going to split off the mangonels. I should have done this first. And the mangonels and these guys are going to head down to the capital. Okay. These guys are going to continue their pursuit. I'm sure we'll catch them eventually. The question is, when exactly? They took a bit of a detour here. We can do a straight shot, so that buys us a little time, but we're still behind. Oh, look at this. They're going back. They're actually caught here. That's foolish of them. They should not be doing this. Why do we only have 50 mangonels here? Hang on a moment. What happened to our mangonels? We had 150. Did they just take crippling attrition by entering here? Oh, that's what it is. They took 100 casualties by entering here, and it was only the mangonels. That actually sucks. I didn't notice that. Should have grouped them up here first. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. So these guys are going to come over here and start a slow siege. And we have defeated this force. That is a stack wipe. We're going to walk down here and slow siege. With those lack of mangonels, though. Yikes. That's definitely rough. Honestly, I didn't expect 150 to take that attrition hit. That's definitely not something that I expected. But it's going to be 5 months until this is done, and we're just actually ditching a lot of stress here. I'm okay with that. And you can see here, ticking war score is definitely against us. That will not be the case for much longer, though. So these guys, I'm going to split them. And we're going to have them come down over here and slow siege. Yeah, these slow sieges are going to be very slow indeed. And do we have any leadership here? We do not. All of these guys are commanding another army, okay. All we want is someone who has the faster siege page. Or faster siege stages. This guy would do. We don't actually care about his commander advantage. All we want is the faster siege. Okay. So this siege will be done in 2 months at this point. And there is another faction in the backline. We're not surprised about this. This is just populists, not a huge deal there. And we may be able to get this war done before those populists pop. Although losing those mangonels make things a lot tougher on us. That said, this should ditch their ticking war score. And we may even get what we need here. Technically, she's in this capital, so we may capture their ruler. Or rather, their leader. So let's see what happens here. Okay. That brought us up to 16%. Sounds good. We're going to walk over here and continue our siege. This siege will be 5 months. Okay. So these are definitely a lot slower than I would like for them to be, and that's because we walked our mangonels in and took that big attrition tick. So these guys are going to pop in 5 months, allegedly. This guy is 8.9%, and there's not really anything we can do about him. Although I wonder if they would be willing to white peace at this point. Well, that's bugged. They would accept a white peace. Are we okay with a white peace? There's this up here. Yes, we're okay with a white peace. Let's do it. We'll get that out of there. War invalidated. Disband our armies. Okay, and at this point... This guy came of age. Sure. At this point, we can't hand off any more of our... vassals to rightful lieges anyway. We can send them off to unrightful lieges. But at this point, the question becomes, what's this threshold looking like? And the answer is... They're at 68%. The threshold is currently 55%, but that should go up dramatically here. Yes, they're now too weak to send an ultimatum. Perfect. It's exactly what we want. At this point, we're kind of just waiting on battlements to come in. When battlements come in, we're going to start a big round of upgrades here. And this is going to be another big power bump for us, so that should be very, very good. We're quite pleased about that. And this will be done in 4 months. There's battlements. Okay, so next, household soldiers is exposed, but we're going for royal prerogative. That is a necessity at this point. 22 years on that, and we actually hope that the exposure goes to royal prerogative as well once household soldiers gets finished up. So that'll be fine. We are 2 direct vassals above our limit right now, but we immediately need to begin upgrading every castle in our personal domain. Every single one of these, note, we're going to get more taxes, but more importantly, 200 levies each. That's a very big deal. So all of these get upgraded. And that's all of our cash. We need more. And that'll be just fine. I'm very glad that we banked that. We can ransom off some prisoners, and let's do so. There's another 800 gold, so we're going to go ahead and continue upgrading these castles. Magnificent. How close are we to being able to get at any cost? We're still 2 perks away, so that's going to take some time. We can imprison some criminals here. Let's just go through here, look for... Actually, that's a decent option there. It's only going to be like 30 gold, but... Actually, it's going to be a conversion. There we go. Here's a countess. Perfect. That'll be another 50 gold. We will ransom her back. And a mayor for another 30 gold, or a conversion, whichever. Okay. 30 gold. Sounds great. What else do we have? 93%. I'm not going to roll that right now. I'm only interested in sure things at this exact moment. We should definitely get this castle upgrading. And we will ransom... Actually, we'll demand this guy's conversion. There we go. And let's just start from the bottom here. Ooh, a duchess. Nice. That's 100 gold. Actually, it's a conversion. Cool. Okay, what else do we have here? 14, 12, 64. Ooh, a con at 100%. I really like that. That's fantastic. So we will ransom him back. That's just a weak hook? What? He's in debt. I mean, we could use the hook to modify his feudal contract. And that's what we'll do. So he'll give us the hook. And now we can modify his contract to go up to high taxes using the hook. Technically, that doesn't change his feudal tax level right now, but later it might. Okay. Fantastic. We're not going to do any of these at this time. And what else can we do up here? It was in all of these cons that we found him. So anything else? Mayors we can actually just roll because they'll leave to become a wanderer if we fail. That's completely fine. And we will ransom her back for 30 gold. Excellent. And it was this other mayor. Cool. And ransom back for 30 gold. What else? I think that's pretty much anything that we can do on that front. We can usurp this kingdom. Would that be useful for us? Maybe. Not tremendously. But maybe a little useful. I think we'll not do that, though, right now. There's not really a huge point to it, and I would much, much rather get these castles upgrading. Accusations of sorcery. Okay, we'll take 300 lifestyle points. That's fantastic. We'll take golden aplomb. We're not up in the stress levels right now, so that doesn't actually help us immediately, but that does mean that we're going to be able to get at any cost that much sooner. So that's great. We're going to get this upgrading as soon as we can. One more month tick on that one. And we do need a steward here, and it's going to be this lady. Excellent. Go ahead and get that upgrading. So only 2 more castles over here to upgrade, and then we can come down here and upgrade each of these 4 castles. And of course, once that's all done, all of these buildings will be upgradable. And that's a huge deal. A huge, huge deal. So we're very pleased about that. We're going to be entering a bit of an upgrade phase again. We do need a new chancellor, and it's going to be this guy, who's going to be on domestic affairs. Excellent. Increasing everyone's opinion of us. I don't care about that stress. We didn't gain the stress? Hang on. Maybe we did. We'll imprison those guys, and that'll be great. That, of course, means that we can ransom them, and we'll also take this 50 gold. So we'll ransom you back for 50 gold, and you... How much are you making? 2.5 a month? We'll just take the 95 gold. I'd rather have that right now and get these upgrades going ASAP. This guy wants an alliance. We decline. We are not interested in an alliance with basically anyone right now. We might be interested later, but right now is not a great time for that. We should look at getting rid of... Honestly, I would like to get rid of some of these duchies over here. So, like, this Khanate here, we're going to grant you this duke... Oh, he's at war with our vassal of ours? Rude. We're going to grant this guy this duke. Okay. So 1 direct vassal above. We don't want to have dukes under us, if at all possible, generally speaking at this point. So, for example, the Duchy of Luki over here and Vespia, we would really like that to be Novgorod, but we need to take that kingdom. There is, however, a couple of counties over here, and I'm wondering if we can make this into a duchy. There's a dividing line right there. That's unfortunate for us. However, we can absolutely grant this duke over here into this king. I like it. So we'll do that. That'll make us a little bit more money and also make us look a little stronger on paper. And these are always very, very good things. We're going to have enough money. Oh, yeah, you need to upgrade the levying grounds. That's right. We have enough money to do that. But then after that, we'll need to run this. That'll be done in 3 years to build that. So that's going to be some time. To be sure, that does mean that we can start upgrading these castles over here if necessary. We'll imprison this Khan, absolutely. And... it's only 10 gold. Ah, he's in debt. Right. Oh, that's the Khan of Finland again. That's the guy we just upgraded his feudal contract on. You know what? We're going to get a hook on him. And then we're going to modify his feudal contract again. Never mind, there's a cooldown on that. Can only change it once for each character. I'm dumb. Well, that's not new news. We are above our vassal limit, and so, of course, that means that we need to change that. If we come up here, I really want this guy to be very powerful, so we're going to grant him this duke as well. Problem solved. Of course, there's some things going on over there. We do need a new chancellor, and this lady will do. Excellent. When can we extort our subjects again? Not for a couple years. Okay. Next month tick, we'll be able to upgrade this castle. Actually, we can do it now, except that this guy's the wrong culture. Well, that's rude. This guy's the wrong culture, too. This guy'll do. He's Tengri. Okay. So we're definitely going to have to do something about that with these castles over here. That's okay. That is something that we can do. So this castle will need to upgrade as well. That is our next step. We did just gain a level of devotion. That's cool. So are we going to have enough on this next month tick? Actually, I believe that we will. Assuming these numbers are accurate, which is a bit of an assumption. Any moment now, month tick. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't quite accurate. One direct vassal above. You can definitely tell that we are seeing some expansion happening. And this is a duchy, but this is a county. And I want to toss this county into this kingdom. There we go. No problem. And now we can definitely come over here and upgrade this castle. Except he has the wrong culture. Okay, so we're going to need to try to revoke his title. Oh, wait, is county? County culture. Yeah, it's county culture. Not holder culture. Right. So I guess we're going to need to start promoting cultures. Okay. Instead of working on our development. It's not the end of the world. I mean, our development is okay, I feel like. Ooh, feudal taxes. Yes. Give me those sweet, sweet feudal taxes. We can consecrate our bloodline. And that will increase our fervor, actually. Let's do it. Excellent. Amazing. Relatively pleased with that. We are a religious icon, and of course, that is because we defended against the Catholics. So I'm okay with that. They really misplayed that war, if I'm honest. The Catholics did. Very badly. We shouldn't have been able to win that anywhere near as easily as we did. That should not have been a thing. So, I mean, these cultural conversions are not going to be super slow, but we'll definitely make our way over this way and get those conversions done. That'll definitely be a thing. This audio track is a little louder than some of the others. Okay, it faded. Cool. That one was definitely a little louder than most of the music in CK3. Well, this one's very quiet now. It's just not very well balanced, I guess. Okay. How long on these constructions over here? 15 months? I mean, we're going to need to bank up cash for when all of this finishes. We're definitely going to be short on cash for a little bit as we upgrade all of our castles. This was the most expensive portion of the upgrade, I believe. At least in terms of single expenditures. Upgrading all of our buildings to level 4 will be, in the long run, more expensive, but that will be completely fine. Now, we could start constructing our duchy buildings as well. And that might not be a bad thing to do. What would we want? Just royal armories for the levy size in our capital, probably? I think that that would be the best thing to do. And then level 2, what does that require for technology? Castle Baileys. Yeah, so that's going to be a while away. That's okay. I don't mind that. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue our investment into our castles. And very soon, we are going to consider proper expansion again. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.